Evet.
Hi everyone. We'll just wait for 1 or 2 minutes more and then we'll begin. Okay, hello. Can you all hear me? And can you all see the video and can you all see the screen that I'm sharing? If anyone can just reply yes or no in the messages or yes, perfect. Okay. So let's begin. First of all, thank you so much and welcome to this webinar called The Realities of Skincare Business. So before entering into the actual part of our webinar, I'd like to introduce you all. I'd like to introduce myself to you all. The reason why I want to introduce you all to the reason I want to introduce is or to share my past knowledge or what I have been done is because this is what the experiences that all I have gathered in my past life, is what I would say, and bringing it over here. This is the reason why I have actually I really want to do this webinar, is because of the past experiences, the knowledge that I've collected during my journey, and with what is actually taking place in today's time in our skincare industry, the especially the handmade skincare industry. Especially when people are wanting to start their own business, wanting to start their own startups, but with the realities that are going on, with the kind of information, with the kind of knowledge and the way everything is being operated in today's time, I feel there is a little bit of gap. So today I hope I'm not able to complete the gap completely, like bridge the gap completely, at least I can help you a little bit to come closer. So a little bit about me. I've graduated in advertising. I have worked with Reliance, like reputed companies like Reliance General Insurance and also Kapiva Ayurveda. During the lockdowns, if you would have seen lots of ads from Kapiva Ayurveda or anything from Kapiva Ayurveda on their social media channels or anything, it would be me sending it to you. So working with brands like Reliance General Insurance, which is a big one, and Kapiva Ayurveda, which is almost in our domain, gave me a little bit of experience as to how the big companies work. Apart from that, I come from a family when my father himself is an investor, mentor, and advisor to startups, and I've worked with him for 3 to 4 years, alongside him for with other startups as well. So to get to know that gist of having a startup, what does it require when you want to start your own business? In this case, we are talking about skincare business, but there are certain things which can be applied to all of the businesses. In our skincare business, things change a little bit, which I'll be coming to it in this webinar. But having working with startups, there are certain mistakes, there are certain things which, in the hindsight, we do not. We look back and we realize that are the other mistakes. But when we are into that journey, we might not realize it. So I'm over here to point out those mistakes, what I have seen other people doing, people coming to me and telling me, Maitri, I've lost 3 lakh rupees, Maitri, I've lost my money, Maitri, I've been duped. All of these things have been taking place with many people today, wasting lots of money in investment, wrong investment, buying wrong ingredient. So this is what we'll be talking about today during the webinar. Apart from that, um, I started my own brand. During that time, lots of problems came into picture, so that I'll be also talking about what problems and everything. So this is a little bit just about me. I have been into skincare and herbalism since 6 years. I have been called by an health science center twice, thrice to take classes and workshops over there. So with all of this experiences, with all of this, what I have gone through in past, is what is pushing me to take this webinar today to talk about the realities of skincare. Now, this webinar is divided into two parts. The first part, we are going to talk about the realities, the problems, the facts that we tend to miss out, or we are ignorant about it, or we tend to do not care about it when we are starting our business or having our own business. So, the first part will be covering those mistakes which we've committed, or we have been trying to, but let's stop it over there. So the first part is all about the negative side about the skincare business on the negative side, but the limitations of the skincare business or the problems and the mistakes what we tend to do. The second part is how do you go about the journey? If you really want to start skincare business, how do you go about it? It is a journey that you're getting into it. What is step one? What is step two? What is step three? This is what we are going to learn. One of the major mistakes, I will tell you this right now, is people over here. Okay, I don't know how many people over here, but I just want you all to raise your hands. Okay, is there an echo in my voice for everyone? Okay, perfect. Okay, so I want you all to raise your hands. I want you all to know how many people have you registered your brand or trademarked your brand. People who have registered your brand or trademarked your brand, I want you to give me a thumbs up. Okay, so there are people who have been registering and who have trademarked your brand. This is the reason why I feel like the starting of the webinar, the reason why I want to ask you this is one of the biggest mistakes that a person can do while starting their own startup is investing money where it's no need. I am sure that registering that brand, having that trademark would cost you around 10,000, 20,000. But honestly, you do not need it right now at this point of time. So this is one of the major mistakes. Now there are thousands of mistakes like this we tend to do. We have been following other people and we tend to do all of those things. And in the end, what hurts the most is our pockets. What hurts the most is the money. Over here, we are all over here to make money somewhere down the line and also to start our own brand. But eventually, we all want to make money. But we do not know in order to make money how much money we are losing in. So, in today's webinar, I really want to emphasize on this fact that you do not need to put in that much of money when it comes to lots of things when it comes to starting your any business. So we'll start now. First reality, as I said before, skincare business can be an expensive business. If you want to start a business, if you are already having a business, you might already know it, but it is a reality. If you are somebody who is thinking to start a business, go through all of the details. You will be requiring your ingredients, you will be requiring equipments, especially if you're wanting to sell your products, then definitely you will be requiring a different place. There are lots of things you will be requiring. You will be requiring ingredients, equipments, capital, a different place. You will be requiring legal requirements. I'll be coming to that in the later slides. But it is an expensive business. So before getting into it, do your research very well as to how much of the ingredients will it cost, how much of the equipment will it cost, what do you all need. But I think so, since most of you are already into this, then there is no point. But here is a good thing. Every cloud has a silver lining. Even though skincare business can be an expensive one, but it can be manageable with safe investments, with safe ROIs, with the things that you do right now, it can prove beneficial to you and you can save a lot of money as well, which we'll learn in coming time. Very important. Second reality, which we tend to forget. It is a responsible business. If you are into a skincare business, you are playing around with the skin of other people. Until and unless you're not ready to take that responsibility to become a skincare formulator, to become a good skincare formulator, you're not ready to take that responsibility of taking care of other people's skin, do not get into it. Or if you are into it, get out of it. Because in the end, if you are selling your products to people, you have to be responsible for it, especially because we are creating these products at home, because we are somewhere down the line, yes, we are being illegal about it, then we have to take extra care, we have to be extra responsible to start this skincare business. So if you think you're not Now, when I say responsibility, if something happens to some other person, you should be in the place to do something about it. Either you refund it, if the person has to go to the hospital, a good responsible formulator or a good responsible brand will make sure to take care of, either help paying the bills or help try to find a solution or take the responsibility basically. So skincare business is a responsible business. You need to learn certain things. You just cannot be like, yeah, maine like in 2 to 3 days I've learned to make products. Let me just start my business. Let me just make certain things and let me just start selling it. No, you cannot do that, because you are responsible for other people's skin. Generally, people who make skincare products, they require lots of degrees. They require degrees of chemistry, they require degrees of either a chemistry or a biology or anything in science, plus extra added knowledge. So you require that knowledge to be responsible enough as well. So be responsible, do your research, read, do a lot of things that makes you a responsible and a good skincare business or a brand. So the reality too is it is a highly responsible business. So you will have to take care of that responsibility. Now, the first and the second were are the money and the responsibility, which talks about a little bit of integrity. There are two kinds of brands that usually people like, when I say brands, it is either business models or what their business is about. Certain brands focus on just getting the money part. They want to get rich quicker. They do not care about what is their brand image. They do not care about what people think about them, as long as they are getting money. Say, for example, Jio in this case, or Reliance. They don't care. They are so rich by just focusing only more on money. But on the other hand, imagine Tata. You will have some kind of trust. You will have some kind of faith. When it comes to skincare, either you can just take, like when you're coming on to skincare business, either you can just sell out products at a cheaper rate, with low quality materials, and you can earn money. Like you can sell it to masses, higher like at a higher amount, sorry, with higher number of people you can sell and you can earn a lot of money. On the other hand, you can have limited products, you have limitation of capital coming in, but your brand is known. So now this is where you have to decide, and both of them are not wrong per se. Even though you are selling things for money, make sure that at some level, at the basic level, there is something going. It should not be really very bad. But if you want both of them, then you really need to realize your journey of having a skincare brand is going to be slow. You cannot expect faster results. I have realized, like, many people come to me asking, Maitri, I have learned this thing since 3 months. I am trying to sell my products, but I cannot sell it. It's only 3 months. People go on years and years to start their brand, to continue with that brand. They fail and they come up again. 3 months is nothing. So if you really want to create a brand, plus if you want to start earning money, it is going to take a while. So you need to be prepared. You cannot get into a business. It could be any business. You cannot get into a business expecting returns just like that. No, you cannot do that. You will require patience. You will require your perseverance. You're going to fail a lot. You're going to not get customers in the end, but you will again have to bounce back. There are lots of things when it comes to business, which brings me to this is another thing. This slide first. Business needs time, efforts, and attention. Most of us over here are either we think it is a side hobby that we are considering it, which I'll come to the reality point. Business is different than a hobby. I'll come to that later. But this business requires time, efforts, and attention. You have to give your everything in. Consider it as your second baby or your first baby. As I mean, you cannot be like, okay, once in a week, I'll be like, make some products and I'll sell it and I'm done with it. No, you cannot be like that. You really have to give it all in every day. then you cannot be like, okay, today I have one function, let me just take that function, I'll do it tomorrow. Oh, but I have family. Yes, I understand everybody has some or the other problems. We might have families, we might have kids, we might have our own studies. There will be thousands of other different things we might have to look after, which might be a priority. But if you really want to make a successful brand, if you really want to make a successful business, you cannot be like, shooting in the blinds, randomly doing things. You cannot do that. Now you really have to take care of it like a baby. Every day you have to give at least 2 hours. Start with 45 minutes, but at least 2 to 3 hours you really have to give in. If you think you cannot give this much of time, at least 45 minutes in a day is what I'm considering the very bare minimum that you need to not start your skincare business. Telling you right away, you will fail. And you might feel bad I'm saying this, but this is the reality. Now, coming back to this, business is different than hobby. And again, one of the major mistakes, this is what I do, or this is what most of the people do. They consider their business as hobbies. Now, there are various mistakes that they do within these things. And I'll tell you one of the major mistakes that which everybody of us, I think so, might have been doing it while having our own business. I want to ask you all a question. Can you tell me in the chat how many products till now are you selling? It could be 10 products. Like, give me an approximate number. How many SKUs or how many products are there in your catalog or are there in your website or are like you are selling? So I want to know. It could be, I want to know an approx number. It could be 10 products. It could be like 5 lip balms, 3 types of cream, which are 8 products, 4 types of cleansers, 12 products. So totally, like, generally, give me an idea as to approximately how many products do you think you are making and you're selling? Anybody? 74 products, 12 products, 30 plus products, 15 products, 100, 16. See, have you ever seen a brand having so many products right at the beginning? Let alone right at the beginning. Have you ever seen any brand having 100 products, 64 products? Hardly 8-10 प्रोडक्ट रहेंगे लोगों के पास, a brand will have. And then later on, once they get into it, then they will start increasing the SKU. One of the major mistakes what everybody of us do is have hundreds of products ready and start selling those hundreds of products. Big mistake. The only way you can actually enter into a market is by entering by only at max 3 products. ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा 5. 5 is like an ultimatum. It is like in the red bracket. But if you really want to get that hold into that skincare industry, and let me tell you, skincare industry is a big one. It is like a $60 billion industry, which is going 6.6% every year. It is going to increase again. So the industry is big. It is very stupid. It is a very common thing. But agar hum log wo 8% of that industry also that we get, now how do we get that 1% of that market share? Not by selling 100 products. You have to focus on your top 3 best products. Make sure those 3 best products are out there and people know those 3 products. Get the trust on those 3 products and then repeat the cycle, which we'll be learning about this cycle. We'll be learning about how do we do that in the second part of the webinar. But this is a business. It's not a hobby. Hobby may people make thousands, like, you would want to explore. Yes, I understand that. I understand that. Like, you want to try different ingredients. You want to make new products. You want to bring out new products. But that is only harming your business. That is just creating a dent in your capital, dent in your brand. People do not know एक product use किया, tomorrow you are focusing on some other product. You're confusing your end customers with thousands of products. So rather, today itself, people who have 74 products, 100 products, eliminate, come down to 5. That's it. Enter the market for 3 to 6 months at least. Give those 6 months a chance. Most of us, what we do is First, एक बार we start putting it online, nobody's giving us attention to that product. Remove it. Let's try to bring it a new product. No, one product you have to sell it 100 different ways. Once you have finished all the ways to sell that product, that time you get onto the new product. You cannot be like एक product आया नहीं चला फेंक दो दूसरा product लाओ. Say for example, I have a product which is a lip balm. Today I'm writing the description, the content I'm selling. Okay, this product is made up of it's pink lip balm made with some extracts. It's giving it's making my lips fuller and give all of the descriptions. Nobody's buying that. That does not mean there is something wrong with your product. That means there is something wrong with your communication. There is something wrong with how you are selling. And that is always going to be wrong in the first time whenever you are selling your products. The first few times, be it any kind of product, till the time you find that right, till the time log khareedte nahi hai, you have to keep changing your communication, changing your sales method, changing your other different methods till the time you don't exhaust all of your options कि ठीक है यार ये सच्ची में product नहीं चलने वाला है. So please bring down your products. Yes, you can make it as a hobby during your free time. You can start experimenting, exploring with other different products. But if you are wanting to have your own business, stick to only 5 products initially. Then gradually, out of that 5 products, you will realize 3 products are working, 2 products are not working. Make those 3 products zero. Introduce 2 more products. Continue that cycle. उसमें से एक product चलेगा. Push that to your main brand. Discard the rest. This is how you keep going. And this is how you will also going to save your money. You're going to save your time, efforts, everything. So coming back to this, business is different than a hobby. If you're wanting to make a business out of your skin for anything, make sure it is not a hobby. You'll have to limit yourself. Second point, if you want to start your business or if you want to have your skincare business, be prepared to have less time making products, more time taking care of your business. Other thing we realize is people who are into business, especially hobby-based business, you will realize that the fun that you had making, the fun you had making that products will eventually, the time for that will lessen, because alternatively you will have to give more time to your business. So you will have to be ready, you will have to be prepared for the fact that you won't get that much of time to create the products that you wanted. Eventually you can hire people, but for that you require money. So you cannot hire people initially. So starting mein aapko sab karna padega. Or you might get some help from your friends, families who might want to work for free for you. But initially, or if you have that much of capital to invest and get people hired, nothing better than that. But if you do not have capital, you will have to do everything in the beginning, and that is the reality. You cannot be like in today's time, Instagram, I don't know, so I'm not going to work. Jitna jo bhi aa raha hai, I'll be happy with it. And then you start cripping, I'm not having business. No, you really have to get into that thing of starting having your own business. You really have to market it. You really have to put in that efforts of the things that you won't like doing. Every day you will have to get up and do things that you don't like. Trust me, I go through that every day almost, but you have to do that at the end of the day if you really want to make your business successful. A successful business is basically doing the grunt work, the things that you don't like every day. You might not like it, but you will still have to do it. And if you are able to overcome that grunt work, trust me, you will become successful in any business that you want. So another reality, keep your business different from your hobby. Then comes, these are the problems that I feel are your ignorance of knowledge. Ironically, in today's time when there is so much of knowledge out there, it has become more confusing because I don't know now what is the right knowledge. Except for if you are into book reading, book somewhere down the line will help you to get that right knowledge. But if you're somebody who is more focused, like who is more into videos and blogs, trust me, you cannot trust any blog today. You cannot trust any video today, because every video, every blog I've read, I've since like 6 to 7 years, and this is one of the most confusing things during my journey is once you get into that rabbit hole of understanding what is happening, it will become confusing because you do not know what to trust, what not to trust, and because of today's in like the era of information, it is all haywire. So you require the right knowledge. Now, when I say knowledge, before we talked about being a responsible skincare business owner, you need right knowledge to become a skincare business owner. You need knowledge of skin. Very important. If you do not know your skin, how can you make skincare products? At least the basic knowledge of your skin, right? Especially if you're wanting to sell, you have to be responsible. A good responsible skincare business owner will know the skin at least a little bit. Know your herbs well, know your actives well. I've had cases with me coming to me. One person wanted to use nettle. I don't know if many people of you know nettle. Nettle is a herb. It is used for urticaria. It is used for other different antimicrobial, antibacterial reasons. It is good for your skin. But many people, most of the people do not know the general name of that nettle is stinging nettle. That herb stings. There is a process to remove that bitterness, that stinginess from that nettle leaves, and then you incorporate in your skincare products. Until unless you do not know this information, you're going to end up giving the product which is really very stingy in nature. People get hives, people get inflammation, people get bruises, cuts, and all of those different reactions because of nettle. And one person, I remember this very well, she came to me, Maitri, I sold this to 5 people, and they all have really bad rashes on them. Now, what should I do? This was especially when after I had taken a class of herbal monographs, wherein we learn a different detail about herbs. You need to know your herbs well. Even it might be aloe vera, the basic of the herb. Many people use it directly, aloe vera. You cannot use it directly. You need to first remove that yellow latex. You need to make sure that it is in ice water. It is not kept out for a longer period of time. You need to all of, if you're using individual herbs, if you're using individual ingredients, you need to know your ingredients well. You need to know what is happening into your products. So yes, ignorance of knowledge is there. You need to be prepared. You need to be knowledgeable. A person till now, before this entire home brand came into picture, the cosmetic chemist had to spend 3 to 5 years studying, going through the internship, learning, and then finally becoming a cosmetic chemist. We are bringing that 5 years of knowledge into just 3 months, 4 months. Many people just 1 week, 2 weeks, or just even one day. So, no, you cannot do that. The second reason why knowledge is needed, if I've got many people who are not manufacturing, but they have third party manufacturers. Now, third, it is very easy for third party manufacturers to cheat you, to bully you, if you do not know your stuff well. If you're not knowledgeable in your domain, if you want to start a skincare business, anybody, even it could be a raw material supplier, it could be a third party manufacturer, or it could be even your clients who would push you to do things which are illegible, which are unethical. It is simple. I think 99% of the times it has happened to us that a client come to us and the client himself are like, I want this cream, I want this thing for myself, and we make it. Why? Because हम लोगों को लगता है कि oh, we've got a client ये. But we need to be in that position to know whether that client, whatever he or she is demanding, whether he or she needs it or not. You need to be in a position to say no to your client. And you can only do that when you are knowledgeable. And when you say no to your client, trust me, the respect, the trustworthy factor increases because you have that guts to say no. We tend to generally say कि नहीं हम लोग कर देंगे, we'll do it, you don't worry, because we are more into like how can we say no to our clients. But ironically, if you say no to your clients and you give them the right answer to their questions or whatever problems that they have. In fact, it is going to increase your trust bigger and you're going to get customers. So you need to have proper knowledge before starting your skincare business. Ignorance. This is one of the most common ignorance. This is one of the most ignorant thing that people do, having like not knowing about the ingredients, and one of the major reasons of having your investments haywire. Tell me again in the chat again. How many of you have ingredients which you don't have, you've not used, and tell me how long, like kitna paisa gaya hoga. I know for my sure, like I mean I have done my calculation. I've wasted around 66,000 rupees. Trust me. And this was in my second year of my learning. I wasted 66,000 rupees just in buying ingredients when I was new. 66,000 rupees. I could have done so much more, that I could have invested that money in something else. And that time, why 66,000? First reason, I did not know the substitutions. One formulation, one teacher tells me to use Olivum 1000, another formulation or another teacher or another influencer tells me to use emulsifying wax. Somebody is using Vitamals, somebody is using Polysorbate 80. I bought all of them. I thought, okay, for this formulation, I require this ingredient. But then later on, I realized all of this have the same function of emulsifying. If I just have one emulsifier, I'm good to go. Carrier oils, preservatives. I have 10 to 15 preservatives, which are like solidifying right now. Because at that point of time, I did not know that the ingredient that they were using, preservative, I can replace it with something else. There are hundreds of things which I have bought only for the fact that I did not know the base major functions of that. I could replace it with something else, and they are just like right there over there. So when it comes to ingredients, you need to be smart about it. Many a times, one ingredient can have various different functions as well. One person came to me. She bought stearic acid and she bought cetyl alcohol. Both do the same thing. Yes, little bit textural differences here and there, but the function remains the same. Stearic acid to make into add in creams and all, cetyl alcohol to make it in body butter. And she bought it in huge quantities and it got wasted. She was asking me, can I use it somehow in some other way? So I asked her, like, why did you buy both of this at such higher quantities, wherein you could have just bought one or at lower quantities and all? And that time she told me, stearic acid is for cream, cetyl alcohol is for body butter, because this is the formulation that I had with me. Had somebody told her at that point of time that you do not need both of them, any one of them would be fine. You can just tweak your formulations here and there. She could have saved a lot of money over there. So when it comes to ingredients, you need to be really very, very, very smart about it. Your ingredients make up your product. Your final product is your 15 to like all of the ingredients that you're combining together is making up your final product. So ultimately, your ingredients are making up the product, which makes it really very important. Knowing your ingredients, replicating any skincare product that you want to buy, like whatever is there in the market, these all are things very easy once you understand these ingredients. I had shared a blog recently. I don't know if you'd read it. There are only 12 types of ingredients that you require. When I say 12 types, you require carrier oils. Now, in that, it could be any carrier oil that you can buy. There are preservatives, surfactants, solubilizers. All of these are basically the major categories of ingredients, and either you just require one or two of them. You do not require so many ingredients, and you do not need to hoard them. No, you buy them fresh, make things in small batches, sell things in small batches, and keep the keep this thing going. So please, if you really want to start a skincare business, make sure you know your ingredients well, because this is going to be one of your major investments. Most of your money is going to go into your ingredients, and later on, once you scale up in your equipments. But You need to know your ingredients very well. When I'm talking about ingredients, you need to know your herbs well. You need to know your actives well. You need to know your functional ingredients well. So please, please, please do very well thorough research of your ingredients from right medium. It is very difficult to find that right medium, right sources. If we are there, we might help you out, but yes. Then comes ignorance and confusions about claims. In today's time, we have been using the word organic, natural, Ayurvedic, herbal. Like, it doesn't have any meaning, it seems. So when you're starting a brand, you will have to first figure out what kind of a brand that you want to build. Do you want to build an Ayurvedic brand? You just cannot call Ayurvedic brand by just using Ayurvedic herbs. You require that Ayurvedic knowledge. 5 saal, a person takes 5 years plus 2 more years to understand the entire Ayurveda thing. How can we make Ayurveda? Ayurveda is basically a way of living. Ayurvedic skincare products. We are getting fooled by it. There is nothing Ayurvedic about it until and unless a person goes through that entire process of understanding the person's body, getting to know whether the body lies in the three doshas, understanding the herbs. Herbs have their own energetics. And then you're bringing the energetics of your herbs and your body, and then you're creating a product. The processes of Ayurveda are very different to the modern process. Yes, you can fuse them both together. But you cannot call your product Ayurvedic until unless you're going through that. Just because we do not have any legalities over it, that does not mean we are somewhere down the line. If you're calling our brands Ayurvedic, if you're calling our brands organic, until unless you do not have that organic certification. And organic honestly doesn't even have to do with skincare. Organic is basically just that the chemicals, fertilizers have not been used in the ingredients that you have been using. Now, even when you are making organic, imagine all of the functional ingredients, preservatives, emulsifiers, all of these plant-based organics or plant-based ingredients we are using, they are not organic in nature. Do we know the raw material? We say that Olivum 1000 is made out of olives, or stearic acid is made out of coconut oil. We do not know that that coconut oil is made from chemical-free or toxic-free chemical fertilizers or pesticides and everything. Organic is just basically telling people that whatever we are growing is free from harmful toxin, pesticides, fertilizers, and all of those things. Doesn't have anything really to do with skincare. Herbal, it is just we are using herbs. Again, doesn't really do anything with skincare. So these are all claims, and we are trying, and honestly, having an illegal kind of a business right at the beginning. On top of that, you're using wrong claims. Trust me, don't do that. In the end, either you're going to dupe people, you will be the person who will be duping people, doing like giving wrong choices to people. So please, when you're even learning products, because skills and knowledge is important, as I said earlier, there is no difference. Be it an Ayurvedic product, be it वो creamy रहने वाला, you will require water, you will require oil, you will require actives, you will require preservatives, and you're going to require an emulsifier. Be it an Ayurvedic cream, be it an herbal cream, be it a plant-based cream, be it a synthetic-based cream. But you are going to require these things. Now, in that, if you add Ayurvedic herbs, it is going to become an Ayurvedic cream. But that basic formulation is always going to remain the same. So please do not fall into this confusions, into this rabbit hole of claims again. And make sure you are making the right claims. And if you're wanting to make the right claims, make sure you have that right certifications. Do not call your products organic or anything like that until unless you do not have certifications. And you know what? If you think there is lots of competition, which I'm sure there will be lots of competitions, bring that people down. It's okay. When people are talking about organic, it is our reason, our right to bring it out. You know, this is a false claim, and that is how the industry will also start bringing up, going against the false claims. So first, you don't claim falsely, and then talk about it, about the people who are, because this is one of the Very, very, very dangerous issues. Let me tell you that. So don't be ignorant about confusions. Don't be ignorant about the claims. Another false claim that I have started seeing, especially in, I mean, this is a side thing, but one of the ways how we are being duped by other different companies, it's government recognized. Trust me, if anything is government recognized, either it will be from a government website. Any logos that you find, it will be of government. You cannot have logos randomly put on your posters. I've seen this mostly in workshops and webinars and all of those things. It's government certified. Honestly, there is nothing government certified when it comes to courses of skincare. The only thing which is government certified when it's come to skincare and cosmetics are your graduations, people who are learning cosmetic chemistry from different universities like Indira Gandhi, National University, and all of these things. When you are actually getting that degree, no course, no webinars, nothing is government recognized. And I'll tell you how. So, this is a website called National Skill Development of India, or National NSDC is something. Many people have this thing. It is like, NSDC recognized, it is Skill India based recognized. This is private. This is not government. Or remember, all of your government things will have .gov.in. Even MSME startups, I am sure many of you would have been registered over here as an MSME. कुछ फर्क नहीं है. Trust me, you don't get anything. It is just a thing that is also, most of the MSMEs are private things. It is not government recognized. So you also don't fall into this. You also don't claim it. Please don't do that. These are not government based. Anything which is government based will have their own logo. It will be .gov.in, and there is no certification till date when it comes to skincare formulation that is government recognized. The only thing which is government recognized are the degree courses, which are basically you take it from the university or any colleges that you have. Now, bad and untimely expenses. This is very much important. Actually, I had written notes. There are lots of bad and yes. Ingredients, logo, branding, and trademark and logos. Okay. Like I said, the first question that I had in the I had the first question: how many people have you trademarked your logos, registered your company? People start their company and the first thing that they do is they start पहले तो 10,000 15,000 registration में डाल देते हैं and they become very happy about it. I have registered my company. I have trademarked my logo. Why would you even want to trademark your logo right now when people don't even know you? There are high chances of you changing your brand name after 2 to 3 years down the line. You are wasting your money. You are wasting literally your money into this. You are nobody right now to trademark your brand. Somebody, you just trademark your brand so that nobody else copies you. You're not become that big of a brand that somebody copies you and you have to do something about it. No. Only big companies, larger companies trade so that, trademark so that nobody else do. Basically, it's a bigger thing, another thing. But we are just a small company. I just recently registered my company right now, like few months ago. I have changed my brand name twice, thrice. So figure out the right, and this you will encounter in your journey. 1 or 2 years down the line, once you know your customers well, once you know that skin deep of theirs, once you know your product well, I am 100% sure you will need to change the name of your brand, because that is when you will know your actual business. The first 1 or 2 years, it is more of a trial and error that you will be doing. और उसमें ही पहले से ये 20 registered a brand name. You don't need all of those things. You don't need all of these MSME registrations, this brand name, especially this trademark registrations. It is really waste of time right now. Please, I really beg you, please. Do not invest a lot of money into this logo and branding and trademark and registrations and all till the time you have your own money and extra money to spend. Jab tak you are not earning that 10,000 rupees apart from saving, putting all of your money for other business expenses, you're not about to put in money in all of these stupid things. Make a website instead. Put money in marketing instead. Put money in advertising instead. If you're at the beginning of the journey, put that money to learn better instead. But till 2 years, no brand mark, no branding, no trademarks, no registrations of your logo. If you've done, I am really sorry you wasted your money. But if you are somebody who are into that journey, into that process, or if you're thinking, stop it right here and there. You don't need it. We are nobody right now to get that trademark registrations and everything. Once we become big, once people start knowing us, once we have at least 100,000 followers and all, once we now know, okay, now there is a chance that somebody might be copying our brand, then that is the time you go ahead and trademark your logos and all. Like MSME registrations, paise dekar, please don't do it. Nothing good is going to come out of it. It is just one of the other ways to get money out of people who entrepreneurs who are ignorant. There are lots of other things we put in money right now, like we worry about. Another thing is we wait for things. Like, 90% of the people who come to me now, they are like, Maitri, let me just wait for my branding to come. Let me just wait for my logo to come, and then I will start selling. How will you get the money? You cannot ask your husbands, you cannot ask your fathers, you cannot ask your family to put in that money for your branding and all. No. First, you earn that money, and then you put that into making that logo and all. Your first few products has to go without any brand and all. Why are you waiting even for branding till the time you have not even established the fact that तुम्हारे products बिक रहे हैं कि नहीं? And then you're wasting money on all of these things. No, please don't do that. There is a way, there is a procedure, there is a process, there is a time to do all of these things. So please do not, take only 2 to 3 things which are at priority and invest in that. Your priority should be your first is selling. If you are into business, your first priority should be selling everything else. Brand भी नहीं होगा ना, but if it's selling ना, automatically brand हो जाएगा. But if you're creating a brand, but if it's not selling, it's a waste of a brand because you're still not making money. So first sell. First get that money in, and then again invest that same money into your business to expand. And finally, compliances and regulations. Yes, we are into skincare industry. We require licenses, we require compliances, and that is one of the biggest roadblocks that anybody of us will have as a manufacturing person. We want to make manufacturing, we want to manufacture products, but as I told you, because it's a business, not a hobby, at one point of time, we'll have to give that baby away to take care by someone else. We'll have to either take third party manufacturing unit till the time we don't have our own, or we'll have to find other different ways. But yes, compliances and regulations are a big thing when it comes to skincare industry. But don't worry. So yes, this is one of the biggest questions, one of the most common questions that I get is, Maitri, I don't have manufacturing license, but I want to sell my products. Can I? I say yes, you can. But there is a way to go about it. There is a process, there is a journey to go about it, which will be coming into the second part. So these are some of the realities what I felt that people have been going through starting their skincare business and had listed them. This encompasses the realities of all of us. If I have missed any of the problems that you might be facing or something, some questions before going into the second round, if you have any questions, please drop down in the question. For 5 minutes, I'll take that question and then we'll jump on to the second part. So I'm getting a lot of messages. Wasted close to 30 to 40,000 during my learning period initially over the. I feel you, girl. But I bought things for experiment and study in smaller quantities. That is the way to go. I think you need to know your functional ingredients. Absolutely. You need to know all of your ingredients. Can we? Okay. Domain name bought, but trademark of brand and please don't do it right now. Domain name good enough. Don't do trademark and brand logo right now. Till the time you don't get that enough of money with you. Can we advertise on social media without the FDA license? Yes, you can do that. But under the ground, I'll be telling you in your next sentence, in the second part. What are the requirements in terms of documents meant to sell products? So basically, when it comes to documents while selling your products, the main important thing are that batch number and manufacturing unit. That batch number is very important. The reason and the only place where you get the batch number are at the manufacturing units. So to have your own manufacturing units, it's a huge list. You require 1,000 square feet of place. You require your waste management into place. You require your water management into place. You require your equipment list. Or the people who will be working will require one person who is into either a pharmacy or a chemist into your team. So there are lots of requirements that are, you will require lots of licenses, lots of forms to be filled, 12A, 12B, and all of those things. So there are lots of requirements when it comes to compliances. How reliable is third-party manufacturing? Third-party manufacturing, to be very honest, it is more of an experience. It is more of a relationship that you can build with the third-party manufacturers. So initially, don't go with higher MOQs. I still cannot trust third-party manufacturers because this is my problem. This is my issue with trusting people, because when it comes to third-party manufacturing, say for example, I might want to use aluminum 1000, which is expensive, but the person might use emulsifier, like emulsifying wax NF. In the end product, I won't even realize the difference. I wouldn't even know the difference. So, but the EVAX NF is comparatively less costlier. So I might not know what is going in my product until unless that product is either being made in front of me, or I am there to witness it, or either I am making it. So third party manufacturing is a little bit difficult, but if you really like, one or two of them are there who really are good. So you can talk to them. If you want, I can share their numbers in the group. You can talk to them. So many online courses trying to teach make and sell are a waste of money. Yes, they are. You cannot sell, you cannot start a 6 lakh year. The people, 6-figure business. Yes, you can. I'm not saying you can't. But it is going to take a while. It is going to take an effort. It is very easy to say, you can build your 6-figure business. But lots and lots of things are required. Your efforts are required. Your hard work is required. You will be required to do things that you won't like doing things. So yes, it's waste of money, because see, knowledge wise now, half of the knowledge, almost 100% of the knowledge now you will find it online. The only thing you need to find is the right knowledge and the structured knowledge. I am telling it to you right away. Most of the knowledge that you will get, you will find it on YouTube or you read your books. But in order to get that knowledge structured and in order to get that knowledge right with respect to the latest developments that are happening, that is very difficult. And when it comes to business and skincare, I will never give you wrong, false hope or reality that you can make 6 lakh or 6-figure business immediately. Not within 1 or 2 years. Until unless in 1 year you start creating you have a brand and you go for investors. That is the time when you have the investors in. Then also investors are again different ball game. You first have to once the investor money comes in, first we go into the loss, and then we break even, and then we it takes 5 to 6 years. Like Flipkart and all of these big companies, till date, they have not made a profit. All of them are running into losses per se. So it's the wrong notion. It's a very if only if one person can do it, that does not mean everybody. It's an exception that we are talking about. And that doesn't mean that a 6-figure means every month or every 1 month it might be 1 lakh, the second month it might be nothing, the third month it might be 4 lakh. So it's random. So you cannot say anything until unless you start your business, until unless you put in that efforts. And 100% no, you cannot build your six-figure business in at least immediate or in 1 year, especially in skincare. From where to get true knowledge regarding ingredients, books, and one of here is one of the best to get the ingredients information. Suppliers, manufacturers and suppliers, especially go to any of the US and UK based websites who are selling, like, making cosmetics, Sapphire Blue, then many are, I'm forgetting the name of the cosmetics. I'll share the link. They will have the right information. So if you want information about functional ingredients, especially, best thing is to go from the suppliers' websites. Okay, there are lots of questions which I'm getting, but I will take that in the end. I will now jump into the realities of skincare part 2. So how do we go about our skincare business? So now we want to start our own skincare business. So how do we go about our skincare business? First thing is, why are we limiting our skincare business only to manufacturing? Yes, nowadays, apart from manufacturing, people are getting into start your own business coaching. People have become, you can become a skincare influencer, you can become a skincare blogger, content writer for skincare industry, you can become a researcher. Your skincare, your interest and wanting to earn money does not limit yourself to just selling skincare products. Apart from selling skincare products, you can increase your different revenue channels. When we talk about startups, we talk about revenue channels. We talk about from where are the different ways from where we will be getting our money in. So there are different ways. For example, you can sell your products, but it will be easy for you to sell your products once you become a skincare influencer, once you become a skincare blogger, or once you start writing for different other blogs or other people. So don't just limit yourself to selling products. Expand your horizons, expand your revenue channels. Yes, it will be difficult, but it is going to be worth it. Now coming to the journey. The first journey, I've divided our entire journey, the skincare journey, into 2 phases, at max 3 phases. The third phase is we are not going to touch right now, but there are basically three. There are basically 3 phases I've divided into. Your first phase of the journey. Your first phase of the journey. The first thing before getting into any business, you have to do your research. Now, when I say you have to do your research, just give me a moment. When I say you have to do your research, there are thousands of things that you need to first look into it. Now, I know it is a little bit of late for me to ask you to do your research right now, but still you can do lots of other research. Give me just a moment. Yes. So the first thing, the research that you're going to do is, what are the things that you're going to require? Okay, the first research is industry. How big is the industry? We all know skincare industry is a big one. It is an ever growing one, so there is no problem, because many of the industries are declining industries. We do not want to start a business in the declining industry. But even in skincare, there would be declining industry of a certain product. So you might not want to make that product, or you might want not. You might want to, bring that same old declining, the old product into a new different way or a view. So first you have to research your industry, how big it is, what can you do in that industry. Then then your initial investment. Once you know how much of the capital is required, especially when business like skincare, where you require ingredients, equipments, when it's inventory based business, you need to know your initial investment. Then you need to know what are the knowledge and skill required. Till now we are all fine. Now very important that you need to consider while this is actually I had written over here. Very important for you to consider is return on investment. So if I am putting 5,000 rupees in the business, after 1 year, how much money can I make out of that 5,000 is what I need to know, and whether that money makes sense to me with the amount of time, money, effort, and everything that I'm putting in. Does that make sense to me? So, say for example, in skincare industry, the return of investment is really very good, because the product unit price per product, for you can have 1000x times paid. Like, say for example, your cost price to make only one product, say for example a lip balm, is only 10 rupees. You can actually sell a lip balm for 100 rupees, 500 rupees, and also 1000 rupees, to be honest. So just a 10 rupee product, you can sell it for a higher margin, at a higher margin. So the return on investment is big. So there is no problem in that. But does it also talks about, also consider how much of effort are you putting, how much of a time you are putting. Chances are it might not be the right industry for you, because you're really putting in a lot of efforts, you're really putting in a lot of time, but you're not getting that in return on investment. So make sure you, you are trying to create that, so you at least get the money that you're putting in. Like, profit bana paye na bana paye, initially it's okay, you might not make your profits as well, but you need to make sure that at least you are coming on the par. How much ever you put in, at least you're able to make that much. How difficult it is as a business for you and for other people as well. Your interest and aptitude, these are all very easy, I'm sure, since you all have been here. So your interest and aptitude would be there. Then comes acquiring. The second thing is you need to acquire the right skills and knowledge. This is where you take up a course, you study 3 to 6 months. Yes, you require that much of time to study for sure. That also you're studying every day, not like ek din ek mahine mein pad liya or 6 mahine ho gaye, so you're basically studying 6 times. No, you really have to give in that effort, that time for studying, for developing that skills to make skincare products. Then now comes your actual journey. This till here, I think so everybody would know they have studied well. Now this is where the people start making mistakes. Immediately after studying, we start selling. Wrong. For the next 3 months, you're going to make products only for your friends and your family. You're going to give them as gifts. You're going to take feedback from them. You're going to create as many products you want in this phase. Get their feedback, perfect your product. So say for example, you've made 10 products, you have given those 10 products to your friends and family, at least 50 people you have to give. 30 is a minimum amount of number that you can test it, which is like for testing. So give between 30 to 50 people, give it to your neighbors, give it to your friends, families, their friends and everything. Identify now, ask them their feedback, make your products perfect. Then comes step 4. Identify your top 3 products from this. And now you're going to make a marketing plan for these 3 products. How are you going to sell these 3 products? Now, between this, I want you all to again have a goal. So say, for example, you have to go backwards. Okay. And this is how you're always going to calculate it. I want to earn 30,000 rupees in a month. You first state a goal. To make that 30,000 rupees, I have to sell 3 products. That means every product I have to sell to make 10,000 rupees. That means 10,000 into 3 is equal to 30,000. So 30,000 I want to earn this month. For that 30,000, I am selling these top 3 products. That means all of these products, each product, I need to sell 10,000 rupees for that each individual product. Now, every product of mine costs, say, 100 rupees. So that means 10,000 divided by 100 is equal to, do the math. How much is it? 10,000 divided by 100, 2 zeros, 100. So you require 100 customers to give you that 10,000 rupees, or for 100 rupees basically. So for that 100 rupees lip balm, you require to sell it to 100 customers, or you increase the price, or you basically go backwards. You have your goal, and then you start dividing it as to how many people you would require, how many products will you require to sell to get achieve that 30,000, how much of that per product it's costing, and for that per product, how much of the people will I need to buy that product to achieve this goal. So go behind. Now you have decided your three products. You have decided, okay, I want to earn 30,000. Or say initially, don't even decide your goal. Just say, okay, these are the top three products which I want to sell. I want to enter the market in. Example, my top three products are my lip balm, my scrub, and my face wash. I am happy with this. I got a good thing. I made it perfect. Now, immediately, do not start selling to random people. Your first way of selling is to go to your low hanging fruits. When I say low hanging fruits, I am sure at least today, even today, when you open your contacts, you will at least have at least minimum 1,000 to 2,000 contacts. तो आपके उसमें होगा ही. This is the time to be besharam. This is the time when if you're having your business, one of the things is you will have to remove all of your besharam, all of your hesitant. You will have to be like really out there. Send a message to this few people, to this 1,000 people in your contact, to your neighbors. If you're living in a society, if you're living in a township, there are like 500, 600 members. Just print a paper, just print like this is more of a BTL. Below the line, just print a basic pamphlet. Okay, this is the lip balm, this is the cleanser. We are giving you a 20-30% discount. Please give it a try. Buy this from us, and we'll see how it goes. So the first thing, the first stage where you're going to sell your products are not to the people you don't know. You're going to sell the products to the people whom you know. And from that, you're going to get lots and lots of feedback, lots and lots of realities again, whether the people like your lip balm, people, what kind of feedback you are getting with respect to that. What is it like, whether people are liking the lip balm more or people are liking your cleanser more. Then gradually, once you finish this 50 people, again talk to like 50, 100 people at least. So reach out to them. Don't be hesitant. Okay, these are the three things, and only come out with three things. These are the three things I am coming out with. I want you to give it a try. Try. This is at the lowest minimum. Sell it at a cost price. Do not even take your profit initially. Sell it at a cost price, and be honest with people. Okay, I'm selling it at a cost price because I want you to try it. Buy this product and let me know how do you feel it. Then again, after a few months, talk to them. 1 month, talk to them. Will you buy it again? Pick up that phone, talk to them. Will you buy it again? Do you like the product? If there was one thing that you would want to change, what would it be like? Would you refer it to some other people? Let them refer it to other people. Make that a referral scheme. Ask them, tell them, the more you refer, the more amount of discount. Don't make it like a pyramid scheme kind of a thing, but just tell them if you really like it, it would be great if you like refer it to a few other people, or just take one or two numbers of the people, give them samples, give them. So your first customers would be coming from your friends, family, and network. You earn money from there, and whatever money you have got from here, put it back again to the business. This is another mistake that I've seen people doing, is they do not put their money back in business. So please put that amount of money. This is the time. If you want some money for yourself, start drawing salary, because the money that you're getting is not your money, it is the business's money. So from today, either you start drawing salary from what you are earning to keep a little bit for yourself and buy the shoes or the things that you want, but the rest of the money you again have to put it back into the business. Again, start with this money, push a little bit further, try to go to another segment of people, go to another friends. This is the time wherein do your exhibitions. This is the time wherein you actually be out, keep a stall in your buildings or anything, but you just expand on your network again. And this is a time basically for you to scale in a way, and this is the time for you to come digital. Now, this is where you do not require a license, because you're still sampling your products. You do not require license when you're sampling your products. So this is the sampling phase of yours. You're just sampling your products, what is right, what is not wrong, what is working. So initially, for at least next 6 months, you have to do this. And like as I said earlier, if you try once, pamphlet, Deja, it didn't work out, you will again have to get back. Oh, so this messaging, you'll have to find out what went wrong. You do not have to give up right there and there. Oh, this is not working. It is a circle. It is a vicious circle. So till now, you know, from there, you will know what products are working. Lip balm is working, cleanser is not working. So you chuck off the cleanser. Side by side over here, as much as you are selling, you start on other two products of yours which you would want to introduce. Again, the same cycle you will go through. You will, those two products first, you will give it to your friends and family. You will perfect it by their feedback, give it to your again another network. This is now you will start building your community. You will start building your loyal customers. You will start building your faithful customers, and again this is how you will organically grow. And then comes phase 2. Now once you've established a little bit, once you've gotten to know a little bit about the consumer behavior, about your clients, about the people who are buying from you, then this is the time wherein your branding and wherein your content, your website and all start space. Again, over here, no trademark and registrations. Let me tell you that. Over here, this is the first time wherein you will start preparing your logo, because this is the time now when you will have a little bit of idea who are my customers, who are the customers who are liking my product. You might be thinking your customers might be a business working woman, but turns out that there are teenagers who are using your product. So this is basically your exploring, your experimenting phase, your knowing phase, and then the phase 2 is actually acting about your knowledge in of your first phase. Now this is the time wherein go create your logo, go create your branding done, no trademark and registrations yet. Okay, this is the time wherein you make your first type of labeling done, designing done, get your presence online. When I say online, start with your Instagram, start with your Facebook. That should go side by side, but now now is the time to go more heavily into it. This is the time now you invest into advertising, into marketing. This is the time you might want to build your team, because now you have a little bit of money. Building your team probably an optional thing, but now this is the time to put in that little bit of money back into business to scale up. You might be having now 5 to 6 products. So this is not the time to increase or add more products. This is the time to increase or scale already 5 products. So say for when I say scale, first you are selling these 5 products to 100 people. Now the same product you're going to sell it for 1000 people. How are you going to reach that 1000 people? Now is the time to reach that 1000 people via digital means. This is the time you start your website, you start your advertisements, you put in that money into advertisements, reach to that 1000 people, get that money in. This, your second phase will last till the time any one of your product will have that much of MOQ that you will be really tired making it. You are getting so much of orders for that product that now is the time to scale up again. Now I either need to hire a person or I need to go to a third party manufacturer. Then you know, okay, per month, now I know I'm like, my inquiries for my lip balm are around 300 to 400 pieces per month. Yes, it happens. Once you start marketing, this is going to happen. So now I need to either go talk to a third party manufacturer, or I need to increase my business, or you can get a loan license. You can have somebody getting in, you can have an Ayush license. So this is the time, if you think that like you have lots of MOQ now, right now you have that much of demand, you will go for that. Only that product which is in demand, you're going to go for the MOQ. You're going to go for the third party manufacturer for only that one product. That is it, because that demand of that one product is bigger, is higher. Then the the journey for the other products do not end there. You will have to keep pushing the other products also till the time it reaches to the place wherein you have to get literally to the third party manufacturer, because it is getting too much for you. And the day will come if you go through this. Once your third party manufacturer is there, once you're getting good demand, once you're getting good lots of interest from people and all, this is the time wherein you actually scale up to your third phase, which is your manufacturing phase. Now, the most common question that I get is, my I do not have the money for manufacturing. How much, like, what should I do? Or, like, how do people start their manufacturing unit? Like, do all of the people have so much of money? Trust me, when I had these questions before. So when it comes to manufacturing, either now at this stage, when you have proved your ability, your hard work, your smart work, when you have proved that, okay, I can get this many people in, I can get this many customers in, I have proved that my products are really good, this is the time either you can go for an investor, this is the time either you can go for a loan. You have two options, or if you have that much of money, you can ask your friends and families to invest in your business. I would not suggest that, but yes, if you have a good relationship with your friends and families, you can ask them to invest. But let me tell you, your minimum requirement to have your own manufacturing unit would be anywhere between 20 lakh to 50 lakh, depending on where you are. But yes, you will require that much of money. Now either, now if you're going to an investor, you will require your business plans, you will require your USPs, you will require business models. Nothing to worry about it right now. If you reach to that stage, again, I am over here to help you out. You can reach out to me. And if you want to take a loan, now again, one of the major mistakes what people do getting into this business is getting the loan first, not realizing that that loan, if you're not able to pay it, it is going to kill you. So before paying, before getting into the loan chakkar, you have to make sure, will you be able to pay that loan amount every month, whatever amount that is there every month that you need to pay. Are you able to earn that? Are you able to earn that consistently for the last 6 to 7 months? Then only opt for loan. Or you have grants, you have government grants, you can partner up with some other people, you can pool in together. But this is all in phase 3. That is when you require all of these legalities and everything. It is in your phase 3. Now when I say phase 3, this should be after your 5 years, or at least 3 to 4 years. Between 3 to 5 years, you should reach to this stage. Till then, you should not be thinking about trademark registrations, manufacturing license, all of these things, because till then you are still in your sampling. Your first phase is still your sampling phase. So till now, you don't require manufacturing license, because there is no point buying manufacturing licenses. There is no point starting investing so much of money until unless you cannot prove to yourself that you have that ability to get that money back in return. So please, this is your journey. This is how you can go about it. And this is what I tell people. Skincare business is a journey and not something you start and finish in a day or a year. It is an ongoing journey. And we wish to be there with you on this journey with us. So I'll just give you a little bit gist about what we are trying to do. Knowledge and resources is one thing, but having your business online is another thing. So I'm just going to give you a little bit of gist of what we are trying to do over here, or what we plan to do with a skincare journey. First is, obviously, we are going to give you all of the knowledge, resources when it comes to marketing, branding. Not just me, there are lots of experts who will be also coming on board. Apart from that, I have realized one thing. Most of us over here are not me, but the people whom I've talked to, the one of the major challenges is we are not tech savvy that much, especially not the elder generation. We are not that tech savvy when it comes to digital marketing, advertising, making websites, all of those things, designing a poster. So what we have done is we have hired a graphic designer, a content writer with us, and I will be there, our team will be there to guide you and make you do a few things during this part of the journey. You will be taking this journey along with us for 1 to 2 years. We will be there at every step where we need to be. We'll be there to help you design your website. We'll be help you there to design your posters. We'll be there to help you do your, not even help you, we'll be probably having a team to run your Facebook ads, to design your posters, to do your digital marketing and everything, because that is, I know we all want to make products. So we just want somebody to take care of all the hard work, all of the grunt work. If somebody is there to take care of that, then we can just focus on the product. So that is what even I would want. I mean, I wish somebody would there for me to do all of those things. But I was like, why? And like when we were brainstorming, this is the major problem, is what I feel everybody is going through, is the disconnection between the technology, the marketing, branding, and what is required to have a business, and making products, and that skill set that you have. So we are here to try to bridge that gap between your business and what you require with your hobby and what you need to do. So if you're someone who just wants to do by themselves, we'll tell you how to make a website, we'll tell you how to use Canva. If you're someone who can do by yourself, then you can just take only the live classes. We'll be having live classes with experts. You'll be learning photography, you will be learning website design, development. In this, if you wish to become an influencer, blogger, all of these things will be also helping you with how to be an influencer, how to be a blogger. Not me, we'll be calling experts. And if you want us to do the grunt work, the dirty work and all for you all, then there is something called the Business 101. The cost and all, it's 18,700 for skincare, and Business 101, it is 45,000. So if you pay 5,000 right now and register, we will call you, we will have a one-on-one call with you. We will know your business very well, and then you will be onboarded with us. If we think that what you are looking for is not what we can give you, then we'll return back your 5,000 rupees. This thing will start from July 15th. Say this thing will start, the journey will start. There are installments available, definitely. But if you are somebody who would want to take this journey with us, I'll share the details. We just want to know whether this is basically, we are really trying to help you out over there, but because it's a business for us, we cannot do it for free, because graphic designers and all of this also requires their own money. We need to pay them also. We are trying to create this ecosystem for all of us over here. So for 1.5 years to 2 years, till that one phase one is not there, we will be there. This is the charge. Yes, installments are there. You can pay us monthly as well, but to register, you can pay us 5,000 initially to register. There are limited seats, because it's we will be taking only limited people, because we'll be talking to them one-on-one. It will be more of a mentorship thing. We'll be actually putting in our efforts to push that brand. We'll be putting in our own efforts to make things happen. So yes, it's a little bit expensive, but we'll be making things actually tangible for you all. So you can register by paying 5,000 and fill up a form, and then we'll be calling you. We'll be talking to you for 20 minutes. We'll be getting your entire, what is your business about, how much of money you wasted before, how can you recuperate it with the things that you have and everything. So it will be more of an advisory call. It will be more of a mentorship call. And then when we both realize that we both need each other, that is the only time you will be allowed to become a part of at least the business part. The skincare course, anybody can take it. You can just you will be always be a part of the life courses. But you won't be getting things what the graphic designers and the content writers will be writing for you all, or any Facebook ads. We won't be basically working for you. In Business 101, we'll be actually working for you. So this is about what we are trying. If you think this is helpful, if you think, please pay your 5,000 and don't worry. You're not going to waste your 5,000. If you think it is, we are not going to, if it's not workable for you, we're going to return it. The reason why we are asking 5,000 initially is because we want to see the intent of the people. We want to see whether you really want to start that business, get onto that journey or not. So either you can pay 5,000 for skincare, just the basic knowledge and resources, the live classes, or Business 101, which is 45,000 for Business 101. The logo, brand guidelines, packaging, social media designs, website, Facebook ads, sales, business registrations. Hopefully, we are also coming up with our own shop. So we'll only start selling your products then, probably in coming months till December, like around till November, December. Our e-commerce website. So you don't even have to worry about selling your products then. We'll ourselves do it. But unless you are not a part of that Business 101 group. So this was all about me. This was all about realities of skincare business and the skincare journey. I will share the details with you all on your WhatsApp and on your email. This is only for the next 2 days that you can register the 5,000 bit. Then the prices might go above, and it, because the seats are limited, only 5 to 8 number of people in Business 101, and skincare knowledge resources only 15 to 20 people are what we are wanting to take right now. So please, if you like it, go ahead about it. So that's about it. And any questions now? Okay, so I have a questions. Can you also share the links of any government registered or no, I can, because there is no government registered or authentic course one can take on. There is, until unless it's a degree course that you can take, which is a government recognized course. Apart from that, there are no other government recognized courses. I'm sorry. These are all skill development courses. They are vocational courses, which are known as not government courses. And second thing is, when it comes to cosmetic, the certifications, the government certifications are required. Why? Because either we require a placement. Now, companies that places this formulators and all will always require a chemistry degree. So will always require the science degrees. So until unless you do not have the science degrees, until unless you do not have that degree in chemistry or biology or anything of that field, you won't. There is no other government certificate. Is Ayush certificate important? If yes, then in which stage? Either Ayush certificate is important or your manufacturing license is important, but all of that at stage phase 3, your last stage, nothing right now. Maitri, can you suggest which book is the best to start studying for plant-based ingredients? So for plant-based ingredients, I would want you to read this. One sec. There is this herbalist called David. One sec. I'll just share the book name. Okay. The medical herbalism, the science and practice of herbal medicine. If you can see, it is written by David Hoffman. One of the best books and the Bible, if you want to consider as for actives, for your skincare or for your other herbal-based practices. This is one of the best books, the only book if you would want to read. Go for David Hoffman's Medical Herbalism. You tell the brand. My brand name is Plants Collective. I'm so sorry if that has not come out right. I am only making a mistake of not bringing out my brand there. My brand's name is Plants Collective. It was first known as Plants Academy. Now, since there are lots of other people, teachers, mentors, experts along with me, now it has become as Plants Collective. So 5,000 is just registration. What will be the total cost? Shilpa, so 5,000 is just registration. The total cost would be either 18,700 if you're paying 5,000. So that would be 18,700 minus the 5,000. And 45,000 for business plan, which will go up to 1.5 years. And that time it is not. So these are not like courses. These are more of you will have to do your things. When I say you will have to do your things, there would be times wherein you will have to do it in front of me sitting. So tomorrow, say for example, we are launching a product. You will have to sit along with us. You will have to take out that time. You will have to put in all of those efforts and all. So the 5,000 is, you pay first 5,000 and the rest of the amount you pay during the later of the course or the journey. Would be the same course offered again in future also after the July batch? Yes, we might, but let's see. We are not so sure about it yet, because one thing at a time. So we are just focusing about with this batch only right now. So in 5,000, you are just registering. We just want to know your intent. So I'll just share this. Wait. Just give me a moment. Okay. So in 5,000, so this is what you're going to learn: skin science, art and science of herbalism and skin, ingredients knowledge, formulation skills, business skills, individual profiles, formulations. Apart from that, so all of this will be live. 2 days a week, we will be meeting for sure for live. We will be having like 1 to 2 hours, 1.5 hours to 2 hours of discussion every these days on different topics. We'll be learning different knowledge. We'll be learning have to start, like, what are the things that you need to push that brand forward, basically. So you will be doing things in this live classes. You will be actually hands on, and I would want you to be hands on. Now if you're buying the business one, then we will be helping you get that logo design. We'll help you get that posters design in the initial time. We'll be helping you get that social media channels run. We'll be helping you initially with ads. We'll be helping you initially do help you with your business registrations and all of those things. Like, we'll be doing it, half of it, and we'll be also learning you, and we'll be teaching you to do it, so that you're not dependent us for the later period of the time. We would want you to be independent as well, but so initially, to just give you that kickstart, we'll be there to do certain things for you all. So live classes, expert sessions, hands-on. You will also, with business 101, you will have one-to-one time with experts and mentors. It will be customized to your brand. Everything that you might know, you might need to kickstart your business or to push your business, we'll be there to give you all. And how is this skin? Okay. What government licenses are required to do business in cosmetics? You require manufacturing license. You, now that manufacturing license itself have number of forms. Basically, it has number of things that you require. So you just need one license, which is a manufacturing license, and probably the master license as well. But manufacturing license is a must. But to get that manufacturing license, it's a huge thing. I'll share the documents again, step by step. What are the things that you need and have to go about it to get that manufacturing license? It's a great, huge PDF with the screenshots and all. Have to go about it. I'll share that with you as well if you require. If you want all of these things, I'm going to share in that free group, the free global WhatsApp group that I have. So please be a part of that. All of these things, I'll be sharing it in that group. Do we need a registration for marketing and hygiene? No, not initially. People ask it, you require it, but you are just sampling it. So no, there is no need to put out 50 lakh to just know whether you want to, whether you can sell your products or not. So initially, for the first 2 years, no, you don't require it. For the first 2 to 3 years, till the time you're not at that level to sell it to the masses, you don't require it. If someone is manufacturing skincare products from third party, and to resell that product under a brand name. If someone is manufacturing skincare products from third party and to resell that product under our brand name, no, you do not require Ayush license. The third party manufacturing person will require a license. Either it could be a manufacturing license or an Ayush license. You do not require a license to sell. You do not require any license in that case. You probably just require a GST because it's a business. That's it. Formulations, you mean products? Yes, by formulations, I mean products. This is again a huge topic altogether. We consider like one formulation is equal to one product, but when I say one formulation is equal to innumerable product, if you know one formulation, you can make unlimited products. So this is again, I mean, the bad things of online thing. We these days learn 3 types of products, learn 5 types of products, learn 3 types of creams. If you just learn the basic of cream, you can make million type of creams. So yeah. Business fees validity 1.5 years. For trading, if I get manufactured from third party, I didn't get this question herein. If you could answer me, if you could just put a question again. So for third party, we do not need any license to sell products under our brand name. No, you don't require license to sell the product. So basically, if you would have seen, you require manufacture. So अगर आपने कभी product के बाद में, when you would have seen on your labels ना, you would have seen there would be 2 things written: manufactured by and marketed by. So when you are buying it from third party and when you are selling it, your product, you will come under marketed by. Manufactured by, so when you are making your labels, you will have to put both of the things. Marketed by, manufactured by the main third party company, they will require the legal requirements to manufacture the products. You will require requirements to start any business. Now that could be your GST, that could be your Gumasta license, that could be your business registration basically. Yes, is Ayush license different from both? Manufacturing license, do we need both? Yes, Ayush license is a little different from manufacturing license. And no, you don't need both. You need either one of them. Either you require an Ayush license or you require a manufacturing license. But both of the licenses will almost have almost all of the same things. They are almost very similar. There is no difference per se when it comes to the requirements that are needed to get these licenses. I will, madam, you will help in business for how much time? For 1.5 years, like for till next December. If we put manufactured by and marketed by under our brand name, then yes, then you need a manufactured license. If you put marketed by and manufactured by under the same brand name, then you will definitely require a license. How much it costs for the license? So to be honest, it costs anywhere between 20 lakh to 50 lakh, depending on the kind of home you're. So I've had students, I remember having a conversation with her. She telling me lots of money has gone to bribe people. So in order to get things faster, in order to make things happen, in order to get that list from the people who are going to come and check your places and everything, yes, you require 20. First of all, the land itself, 1,000 square feet. Either you require it in a place which is like, in an industrial zone or away from the like areas, domesticated areas. Having that land itself will require a lot of money. On top of that, first of all, having that blueprint, getting that architecture, having that blueprint done, then submitting that blueprint to the offices, submitting the licenses for requirements for water. Like you need to make sure your facility, your manufacturing facility should have the right water, it should have the proper ventilation area. It should have the proper, so for that, Few people will come, they will check your premises, they will check your blueprints, they will check whether the equipment, you have to list your equipments. Apart from that, every product that you create requires a license. Every product. Now, every product, to get that license, one product, one SKU will be probably around 5,000 to 6,000 rupees. So say, for example, if you have 5 SKUs, it's like 5 into 5,000, 6,000. The more products you bring in, the more higher the number. Can you please repeat, as a business, we need what all documents? GST, business registration. So you just require GST, current account, and either a self proprietorship or self proprietorship. If you're just alone, if you do not have partners, self proprietorship is good to go. And please, vakil search se mat karwana, find a good CA, and they'll be able to do it for you. Any other questions? Can you suggest which all testings are mandatory before launching skincare products? I am aware about derma testing, stability testing, HRIPT testing. Do we need any? Okay, I am so sorry. I might not be the right person to know about the testing part, since I might need to do my own little bit research on this. So if you don't mind, if I can answer this question in the group once I am very well researched on this. So if it's okay, if I can answer this question once I am very well versed with it, or I can get an expert to answer that, that would be great. I might myself not answer this right now, not be able to answer this right now. I'm so sorry. So that's about it for today. I will share the recordings. I will share the details with you all on the group. Please do join the group. I will share the link of the group here in the list also. And apart from that, I'll email you all the details. Do register, do talk to us. In a way, it is free of cost. That 5,000 rupees is just so that, honestly, we've wasted a lot of time also talking to lots of people randomly. So we just want to take that 5,000 rupees to just for your intent. That's it. That means that you're really serious. We also are into business. We also don't want to waste our own time, our own energy. We also want to be efficient. So in order to have a symbiotic relationship with each other, I would want to be honest with you. That is the reason why I'm just taking that we are just taking that 5,000 just to have that intent of yours. If it doesn't work out between us, we'll give it to you back. I promise you that. So thank you all so much. I'll share the list. Also, if you liked today's webinar, please let me know in the group. I am sharing the list of the group, the link of the group. Please let me know about the how did you find the webinar. If there are some other things that you would want to know, if there are other webinars that you would want me to do, I'll keep doing them. I will also be sharing lots of blogs, forums, and lots of things on the group. So please just be a part of the group, and then we can discuss lots of things over there. So thank you all so much. Thank you also for coming and also staying till this end of the time. Thank you so much. And here is the link of the group. I have added it in the group, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.